First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. They'll try it now with Bigsby. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
And the Falcons.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Let's go now. Have the 60.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup there of 13. It's good for...
There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go!
Oh, hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They only needed one, but it's a gain of 6. And it keeps the drive going.
And these plays, the decision on what they're going to call, Mike, it was decided days ago. They have on that play call sheet that you see from the offensive coordinator, they have an entire category just devoted to these situations. They know the players are going to be confident, they're going to be able to execute, and they're able to move the chains.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he will score! Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Taylor. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Going up top. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. Hawks, Lightning, 18. Warriors, 17.
On first down, it's Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Mike Green on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd
at the
and 6.
17-yard line.
At the 60. At the 60. Cowboy 80.
A quick throw here going to be taken by London. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance.
And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Here's Coop for the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. Uh-oh. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Forced to his right. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Waterani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down, Ravens.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Gain of 16 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On the give, it's Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 more yards. He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment.
On the set.
2nd and inches. Now Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And this one blown up. Good serve will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are going to open up the lead to 8.
Ravens 12. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A first down throw for Jackson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
Real quick.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. All the way across the field to the left, and somehow it's complete. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Raven first down.
And the Raven first down.
DC, ready? No. Come on, go. Come on. Go.
Here's Jackson. This one intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Not much there, maybe a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. It is 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable with Taylor. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Quick, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are at all time here in the 3rd quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
From
7.
the 29. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. Alexander to return. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On play action, here's Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This returnable from the 4. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll begin here on the ground. He's got room to the 45. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 28-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards. Off the play fake. Jackson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Want to quit, ready?
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Ready?
3rd down and 9. Throwing Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. Another run here for Robinson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
DC, ready?
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 22 yards there. First down, Baltimore. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the Falcons' 23-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They get it easily. 4th and 1, and they pick up 5.
That's good for a Baltimore.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Receiver in motion, headed left. A run on 1st and goal. That's a move that deserves more than he got in terms of yards. Just a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Now, Jackson. And he will score again. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the lefty panics on 1st down. To the right. That's Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
17 more yards.
They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the
Now, second and inches. From the gun, here is Penix. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
And less than a yard.
They'll throw. It's Penix. That is hot. Finding Higgins. And the Falcons are going to be set up with first and goal as they get the conversion on third and inches.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it's Penix. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's Robinson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
5-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Big play. Third and goal coming up. He pulls it in around the 5. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Got it. Ready?
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. Can they cash it in on third and goal?
Back to 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll get this out wide.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Falcons 28.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL.